Okay, so the indicator bulb blew on the GPZ, one of the rear indicators. I've got in a standard filament type in there at the moment, 12 volt, 23 watt. And I was hunting around. I think it's a 9mm casing with the parallel pins, pins level, not offset as they sometimes are. I was hunting around for a replacement. Um, Actually, quite hard to find now. Amazon didn't have anything that looked very cost effective or that good. So I started to think about LEDs. Now I know that you need to wire in a resistor in parallel with an LED, otherwise you get the super fast blink rate. And I know that other people have gone down the route of changing the relay there. The indicators are a bit weird on my bike because when I got the bike, I had all four indicators were the sequential type. The I think they're LEDs, but they've got that progressive blink on a long thin stalk, and they were hanging off a bit at the back, and you just couldn't really see them. So I replaced the back two with standard filament bulb indicators, and that all worked fine. The front left hand side, as you sat on the bike, the first two bits of the sequential don't work, and since that's been happening, the filament bulb on the back is dimmer than the one on the right on the back. I don't know if it's that or if it's the crazy wiring in that bike, because all sorts of people have been hacking about with it. But I couldn't see anywhere in the loom any evidence of resistors having been put in or the relay having been changed. So I don't know if those sequential ones on the front were LEDs or what happened. But when I mixed them up with the filaments on the back, it all worked fine. But now a filament bulb on the back has blown, and I want to replace it. So I found some LEDs that said you would have to put the resistor in, so that was a bit of a no-go. And then I found these ones on eBay. Now, they're the 9mm. They got the parallel twin pins. The pins are in the right position, and they're sold as a direct replacement for the BA9S, the 9mm ones that I've got in the bike at the moment. Single opposite pins as I wanted, and they've got this CAN bus error free thing, which I think is useful on more modern bikes, which have issues with like the dashboard display getting messed up and all that kind of stuff as well. And they've got this 2835 SMD chip on board, whatever that means. See, it says IC there. And I had a little look at the description, and it's sold as a direct replacement for your existing filament bulb. So I thought, okay, for £6 or whatever it is, it's worth a punt. I went ahead and ordered them. I later noticed that it says CAN bus free, no, resistor may be required. So I thought, okay, let's just see what happens when they turn up. I ordered two. There was an offer on at the time. I think it was this 30% offer actually, and I got two bulbs for £13. They came pretty quick, and as it happens, they sent 7 bulbs. So I don't know if that means they're going to blow or what, or if it's a low kind of reliability rate when you put them in. I mean, these LEDs are meant to last a lot longer. But anyway, let's chuck them in the bike and see what happens. So the indicator bulb has blown, as you can see, my rear indicator. It's a filament bulb with the opposite pin type, 12 volt, 23 watt. And I found online these LED replacements with the same pin configuration and the 9mm size. Now, a lot of them say you've got to change the relay or the resistor, and I know I'm aware of that with these LEDs because of the blink rate, but these are sold as a direct replacement. Apparently they've got something different going on in the gubbins inside. Let's find out if that's the case. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. The correct flash rate. So I'll just try and compare the two indicators. So that's the LED. That's the old style filament bulb. Actually, I think the filament is a bit brighter. But that's a lot brighter than the old filament bulb was on that side. I think I've got a separate issue with something going on there, but that's better than it was. And the point is, it works without any kind of resistor. So I'll put a link up to these. I'll put a link up to these bulbs in the description.